Hello everyone and welcome back to the Let's Build series. Before we get moving with anything else today, I am going to put some more glowstone in the trees here. Just because I think it will end up looking quite cool if all of our trees are slightly illuminated. So I'm just going to put a few more in there, not too many. Just enough so that it gives off a little bit of light and looks quite cool at night time. Yeah, we'll put one there, and I'll just have to stick one on top like that, and that'll probably do for that tree. We have done those two, and we'll get onto those in just a second. So that's good. We can put fast back on now. Okay, so what are we going to do today? First of all, I'm going to sort out the vines on this tree here. And I've actually learned a little trick you can do to stop vines growing beyond the distance you want them to. If you just put a bit of string there, and then that will stop the vines growing any further down. And the advantage is that you can barely see the string, so that is very useful indeed, and that will keep the vines under control. And there we are, that'll do. I mean, I know these are going to grow again, but they might grow a little bit more randomly, and then we'll be able to just kind of gauge how they look and place the string in after that. So there we go, that'll do us for now on there. Wonderful. So, what are we going to work on today? Well, I thought it would probably be a good idea to give us a way up and down from this thing, because at the moment there's no way bar flying, which we don't really have the luxury of in normal gameplay. So we need to find ourselves an area with which to do so, and let's see, I would say just here. In fact, we can actually probably get away with using this bit. We'll have a wider bridge, and then we can use these supports as part of the bridge. So if we come up to here, that brings us along to here. So that's where it is, which means that this is going to be the bridge downwards. And for that, how are we going to do with spruce wood? Spruce doesn't look too bad. Let's grab birchwood instead and put that in between like that. And I think that will look very nice indeed. Now, we've built enough bridges and pathways on this project. I think you know how they work, and I evidently do not, for I cannot place them to save my life. We are going to use straightforward stairs for this, and that is just because it's a little bit easier. We don't want this to go too far. You know, we don't want to. If we use half slabs, we'll be coming out all the way over here or something. At least if we're using stairs here, it looks like we're going to end up just around here between these two supports, which is actually pretty nice. So that would be wonderful. Let's put that in. Oh, he floats around too much while flying. Stop floating, darn you. So this goes all the way down, all the way to the ground. Oh god, I cannot get the buttons right. There we are, what am I doing? 8, 5. Whoops. Oh, for God's sake, who would have thought, right? It would be so difficult to just negotiate between a couple of keyboard buttons. I mean, I'm a very good typer. Alright, and I'll see, look, I wasn't too far off. We come out just down here. There we go. But yeah, I am a very good typer, right? I can type really quickly and all that. I have good keyboard dexterity. So why did all that happen? That is not acceptable. There we are, down a bit. Oh, there we are. We got onto a little bit of a roll there, and then I was in the way. Haha. as the villagers say. And as I tend to say as well, because I sometimes sound like the villagers, which is an interesting idea. That's kind of like my default noise when I don't know what's going on. The kind of And obviously when something goes well, which is when you once you've traded with them, I think. And then they also make the noise when you open up the trading window, the kind of inquisitive. It's quite an ideal noise actually, because I know Squidward in SpongeBob talks with that kind of nasal, and that's what I imagine like things and people with long noses would sound like, a bit more kind of you know. So well done team for doing that right. Oh, now just the long bit of this. As great as all these optional log facings are, they can be a bit of a pain when you have to get around to doing stuff like this. However, I acknowledge that they are it's a very useful thing to have and a very cool feature. Just maybe a little bit concerning when this happens. Not concerning. What kind of word is that? Annoying, maybe. There we are. That's that problem solved. And we're probably going to have to do the same just here. Yeah, okay. That's fair enough. Just to get rid of the good old Optifine connected texture thingamajiggamabob. Of course, if you're not playing with Optifine or connected textures, then you won't need to worry about that so much. That is, of course, assuming that you're either building this with me or you're using this as some kind of tutorial guide thing. And if that's the case, then good on you. Well done. I hope I'm being clear enough for you. But there we go. That is almost complete. Yeah, look at that. You see, the glowing trees, I think, make it look really cool. Just give it a little bit of presence in the landscape, which is useful, which is very good indeed, I think. Let's bring the fences down, as per normal. What is wrong with that pig? Pig, control yourself! Unbelievable. Oh, I missed one. Why? There we go. And bring these up this side. And there we have it. Now we need a place to put some torches. And actually what I think we're going to do, we're going to break out the redstone lamps here. And we're going to put these here. Like this. For the kind of, hey, this is the way in. And how many spaces have we got then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 is kind of here. So let's just say I'm going to put one on this side of the pillar and one on this side of the pillar. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Oop. Freaking tree, although that was pretty cool to make it through that hole. There we go. Wonderful. That is great. And there is a reason why we've built the way down, which we will examine in the morning. And there we go. Apologies if you heard the noise of my drinks coaster falling off the glass and hitting the table there. So, why have we built a path down other than to make it so that we can get up and down easily and quickly? Well, I'm going to need to do a bit of terraforming, but I need to, well, I don't need to, but I was thinking earlier about what we need to add to this project, and it suddenly came across to me that if we're living here, we're going to need a way to get resources and stuff. So if we build a pathway down, then we can... You hissing. Stop hissing at me. And I do not, I repeat, I do not need you walking around. So I was going to do a little bit of terraforming and stuff, and then find a place to dig down and build a kind of strip mine type thing. And I also thought that that could lead quite nicely into the next build project. And that is in no way to say that we will be finished with the jungle treehouse here, but you are not what I was after. We won't be finished with the jungle treehouse here. It's just well, it might be time to move on to the strip mine, or to a strip mine or something, and it would just give us something a little bit different to work on, change things up a little bit, and also, you know, it can add on to the existing build here, which is pretty good, and I am pretty happy with it. This is kind of self-contained now. You have your living area and you have some food, which is kind of all you need for a basic house, really. And the only thing missing really is a place to go and gather resources from. So that's what we're going to work on, I think, but I'm not sure whether to do that in this episode or the next episode. Let me see how long this one has been first. I don't think it's actually been that long. Okay, I have decided that we could probably do a little bit of preparatory work trying to sort out an area for the farm, and I have already begun trimming away at the landscape a little bit, as you can see down there. And what we're going to do is we're going to kind of bury the entrance into the land, which will make more sense once it happens. But first of all, I was just trying to give myself a little bit of room down here so that when you come out, you're not immediately met with ground, basically. And then I thought perhaps over here somewhere would be a good sort of area, so we can start going down just here. And obviously we will neaten this up in a moment, but let me think. So let's take out a little bit more of the land in this direction, just so that we have space. Sorry, I realised I didn't quite finish the end of that sentence there. Let's carry on. There we are, we've got ourselves a bit more room now, a little bit of space and all of that stuff. Let's get rid of those. Okay. So this will be the way down to the mine, and if I remember rightly, we need about 5 blocks worth of clearance. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means that now we can start leaving the land behind, just like this. Now we're probably going to, well, no, we'll have to replace a lot of the blocks here, but we will get onto that in due time. Firstly, I want to sort out a path. Now, I'm not the best with paths, I will freely admit, but I'm thinking we might want to carry on with the build style that we have done for the stairs. So let's probably go off there. Let's put that there and that there, like that. And we can bring this around. And this will go along here. And obviously I'm going to replace all of the dirt in the middle in just a second with the with birch slabs, just like that. And I think that will look alright. Just bringing that around here. And what I might do actually, just for style's sake, is actually indent the path that way rather than having it just as a straight corner, which I know is actually kind of a weird sentence, a straight corner. Corners don't tend to be straight because that's not what corners are. But there we are, just like that. But there we are, that little indent there just gives it a little bit more definition, you know, just a little bit of curvature can make things look a little bit more delicious. So one more out this way. It's a very weird noise, don't normally make that noise. I have no idea why I did make that noise. So what I'm going to do for now is just leave it like this, which I know doesn't look too great. I know, but it's just a placeholder for now, just so we know where we're at. So you would come down here, go, oh, I need to go and do some mining. So then you just go down here and be on your way. Now it's this end here that needs a little bit of work, and I'm thinking just a log will probably do that just fine. Yeah. At least for now. When we come to decorating the mine, I might end up changing my mind. Oh, I didn't place any of those blocks. Thank you. Stupid hitbox. Okay, there we go. That's a bit nicer, a little bit better. And now we can head off down into our mines. So I'm going to replace these, and we're going to use a different kind of stairway for it. I think as it's a mine, we're probably best off moving away from wood, and I'm inclined to say stone stairs, just like this, because, you know, it is a mine shaft and it's going to be a bit more dirty and a little bit more rugged than it is up here. So you just come straight down here. For the walls, I'm thinking we leave a decent gap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so let's call it 5. And we use these spruce logs here as a means of supporting. So if I bring those along there, let's check. Do we bang our heads? Possibly we do. So that might need to go up just one more. Just there, like that. And that's the wrong way around. That will do us nicely, and then we'll put some land along the top here, so it looks like it's holding the land up, and that should be great. I'm going to head up and sleep over again, just to give us a bit more light down there. Let me have a little think about the way down there, because it's important. And I'm thinking, just to make it look like it fits a little bit better, we may need to make the walkway down a little bit wider on both sides, purely for the reason that it looks a bit disproportionate at the minute. So let's put all these in like that. Then this will be the new positioning of our support log, like that, and then that will look a bit more in proportion and of course better, which is what we're aiming for. So I will just finish this off, and then we shall have another look at it, because that's the important thing about building. And I'm going to talk as if I know what I'm talking about here. Whilst building, it is important to always take a step back and have a look at what you've done, just so you know you're not kind of marching on into the fire, as it were. You know, you take a step back and you go, yeah, that works fine, or you go, oh, actually something else needs to happen here. But just because it's a bit wider now, that looks a bit more in proportion. It certainly looks a lot better than just that long rectangle thing we had, which is exactly what we need. So, before I do any more down there, I am thinking of an idea. And that idea involves these logs and some fences here. Because what I'm thinking is we need like a cover type thing on top of this. So that let's think. we just need a cover on it like this, so that then we can make it look like it is properly buried into the landscape, because at the moment it doesn't look like that at all. So I'm going to put these along here just like that, and then if I grab these like that, and we'll probably need to get rid of this tree and some of the undergrowth here, just to give the land a bit more depth, so that it doesn't look like I've just placed it there, which obviously I have, but we don't want it to look like that. That's the key here. You've always got to make sure that it looks a bit different to what it does, especially in regards to terraforming. You know, it looks like it was... It looks like... Well, no, it was just placed there, but it doesn't look like it was just placed there, I think is what I'm trying to say. So, hello. Okay. So there we are, we'll just get a bit of land going here. Not what I wanted. And a little bit more around the side. Just like that. Perhaps a little bit on top. And over this side. Boop, boop. Boof. Okay. There we are. So, now if I bring this back one more, and then we'll just put that along there. Like that. This will be dirt, but it just to kind of bury it. Which I know I keep saying, but that's what we're aiming for. And they can go up there. Like that. And then we have that. Oh no, wait. That there, that there. Put those along there. And I may just put some oak slabs on top, just to proof it a bit. Okay? And there we have it. Pretty much. Almost, nearly. Something like that should do fine. And then I'm going to... actually, we're going to use glowstone again. Now, I know I always say I'm not a fan of glowstone, but just put that there like that. Wonderful. I don't even think we need any kind of covering on those. They look great. So, okay, that's all stuff there. So what I now need to find out is, it looks like I'll be fine to do so. If I grab myself the oak stairs, there we go, and we can probably place these along here like that, and then of course we have the support there, and then we'll be able to continue going downwards like that. Okay, so that is kind of the basis for our mine shaft, and we're going to basically rinse and repeat this pattern the whole way down. So again, we have our 5 block gap, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means that this block here, that will be our log support. So then we just hollow out once again and repeat the design. I'm not sure what we're going to do with the walls just yet. I'm not sure whether to leave them as terrain so that it looks, you know, nice and built in, or whether to replace it with something a bit fancier. See, I'm inclined to say we'll just leave it as the terrain, because, you know, then it looks like it's just been carved straight into the landscape and it looks pretty decent. However, I'm also not too sure. I think we'll leave it as the terrain. We'll leave it as terrain. Yeah, why not? So this is going to be the last bit we're going to do in this episode. I'm just going to hollow this out and repeat it one more time so you can see uninterrupted what we're going to do here. So Let's grab ourselves some of the stone stairs to do the floor. Like that. Then this becomes our log support. Sir, I'm having a problem with my log. Okay, let me just put you through to log support. Then they go down to there. Let us bring the wooden stairs down. Like this. It's a shame, I was hoping... We could probably decorate some of the walls here. I was going to say, it's a shame, I was hoping there'd be some iron sticking out, but we've covered it all up. But we can put some in the walls, it's fine. There we go, put that torch there. And I will actually, I'm going to put a bit of iron and coal into the wall here. Just so that it looks a little bit kind of... There we go. And that is going to be it for today. That is our mineshaft. So, hey buddy. Hey buddy. Hey buddy. So that is it for today. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you have enjoyed it and found the video useful. If you have, please feel free to leave a favourite, a comment, a thumbs up, a subscribe. Do whatever you want to show some support, because I am really grateful for all the support that you give and continue to give and have given and all of that good stuff. I will see you in the next episode, everyone. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.